What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. Let me go ahead and make sure that we got no volume. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Yes, we have another nice one tonight. We got a $400 knife to give away. I think you guys will be really happy with it. Same rules apply. Just right here, right? Link in the description. Found a sweet playlist for tonight. Be enjoying some more classical music. A little bit more intense. What is up? Man, today was an eventful day. I have some really cool stuff out on the table right now. A lot of stuff that you haven't seen me unbox. If my voice sounds a little bit funny, it's because I'm recovering from another head cold. Man, I just cannot catch a break. You're just sick. Like this time of year, I'm not like full on sick, but I keep getting stuff from my kids. So yeah, I like the music too. I enjoy it. I struggle with the volume level because these pieces get more or less intense. Yeah, allergy season too. That's the thing. I can never tell if it's like a head cold or if it's allergies or what. I'm gonna do my best to pay attention to the chat tonight and not go off on a tangent. The new custom is not here yet. It did make it, and it did clear customs, but it has not made it to me yet. So I imagine it's just, this happens. Sometimes it sits like where it clears customs, but it's not coming to me yet. It sits in there for like a week or two. So, Chris Emmett, what's up, man? Is that the MSI I see? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good evening. Hello. Yes. Welcome, everyone. I made a bunch of fun purchases. Let me tell you guys right now, the spiciest thing on any retailer, I'm actually kind of shocked that there's some still there, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. I have no affiliate program worked out with NC Blade whatsoever, so I benefit nothing from this. But let me tell you guys, the Custom Knife Factory and Bob Terzwola Eagle Rock is sitting on NC Blade, and my God, is that knife glorious. The S110V variants have sold out, but that's fine with me. I didn't really care for that one. I don't know why that one's $100 more than the other ones. My favorite of the three is black carbon fiber zirconium bolsters, zirconium backspacer, and a CKF Wash S90V compound blade. It's an expensive boy at $640, but my God, is the Eagle Rock a beautiful knife. This will actually be my first Terzwola, even though it is a collaboration. But, I don't know why that one is not the more expensive one. It's the only variant with zirconium. But I just think it's far and away the best looking version. But yeah, at NC Blade right now, there are two different versions of the Eagle Rock available. And my God, is it a good looking knife. So if you're looking for a crazy spicy knife and you're somebody who regularly buys expensive knives, I would pick one of those up. It's almost 10 inches long. I think it's 9.75 inches. Big knife. Mike M., welcome to Knights Around Knights Raise Your Swords. Enjoy the badges and Excalibur emojis. He said, Nick said, thought you had an ATCF. I don't. No, I don't. Believe it or not, I've never handled an original, but I've always wanted one. Yeah, I was really shocked to go back to NC Blade and see that they were still there. But I knew I was there right on time. I knew exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy that I grabbed it. Will Sharp, welcome to Knights Around Knights Raise Your Swords for Will Sharp. Enjoy the badges and emojis. I never see a knife on the table I don't love. Well, good. I'm glad I'm picking the right stuff. There's some fun stuff out here tonight. There's a lot of new stuff you guys have only recently seen or not seen at all, maybe. Bought a Ria XOM Tanto. Yeah, let's talk about the Ria XOM because I've been EDCing it. Knife gods, please shine upon me with a win, says Jason. Roland Olson, welcome to Knights Around. Knights Razor Swords for Roland. I have been carrying this knife non-stop, and let me tell you, this is an awesome EDC knife. And I mean, it cuts, you know, but I mean, for a dagger ground blade, I mean, you don't have to get a dagger ground version, but for a dagger ground blade, it cuts pretty well. But really just the joy of manipulating this thing and knowing that you can lock it in the open position and the closed position. I really like this. I just find this to be an especially joyous thing to carry on my person. I love it, and I don't think the price is bad at all. I think 3V was a weird choice, kind of, for this knife, but, you know, it works really well. 3V's a good steal, so. Yeah, people give me different. They say you could turn the music up, turn the music down. I mean, people could say that. I'm just gonna, if I feel like I'm having to yell over it, then I'll probably chill it out a bit. But for now, I think it's all right. How was your birthday? It's not my birthday. My birthday's on the other side of the year. Actually, I suppose we're now approaching it again. We've been making that joke so long, we're actually, here's the thing, you guys are going to keep making that joke, and then it's actually going to be my birthday, and everyone's going to be like, nah, it's not his birthday. The OTF you showed earlier was fire. Which OTF? Oh, of course, the deadlock. Yeah. This is Serge Panchenko's personal knife. We've been talking a lot on Instagram. Out of the blue, he said, hey, you want me to send you something super cool? He was like, you have to send it back. You can't keep it. But he said, I collaborated with Hawk Knives, and we did 3 special deadlocks in titanium with a copper inlay and then the Japanese demon on there. And he did all the inlay work and the Japanese demon here. But this is and also the skull and crossbones on the blade. One of 3. There's 3 of these exist. And this is Serge Panchenko's personal knife. My God. This is just stupid epic. And let me tell you, I told myself I didn't need a titanium Model C. Ugh. The titanium versions of these knives are ridiculous. Don't even ask me the price on this, guys. If you know the price on the basic one, the one that I have, I don't know if I even want to know what this is worth. I have no idea. I probably shouldn't even be handling it with my bare hands, but Serge was kind enough to trust me with this, so I'm showing it off here tonight in the live stream. I'm going to up my own quality here. My own video quality is kind of poo-poo town. There we go. What if I'm under 18? The person who enters has to be, the person who is entering has to be of 18 years of age or older. If you enter and you're not 18, can't do that. 18 or older. I mean, James Fisher, welcome to Knights Around. Knights Razor Swords for James. How's the Mirage versus the Factor? It's a different experience. It's like a, I mean, it's assisted operation, but it's operated via a switch. It just doesn't feel quite like a switchblade, but you can also close it one-handed, which is a little bit of an interesting experience. I mean, you don't get that super snappy action that you get with like an automatic or even an assisted knife, but you can turn right back around and close it, right? So it's kind of in between. It's interesting. The reason you guys haven't seen a review on this prototype is because this is a weird one to nail down. And I got to talk with Brian Winters a little bit more on what he plans to do with it, but I have enjoyed that one. It's obviously been getting used. This is not a knife that gets babied. This is a knife that gets carried and used a lot. And I like it. I'm wondering what he's going to do to dial this action in, you know? Is that the new tactile knife? This is a pre-production Maverick as well, and it's kind of the same thing. They're going to tweak this. They're working on eliminating blade play right now. I actually think that they've got that figured out, but I have a pre-production sample, and I've been carrying it, and it's also great. Tactile list of the upcoming Deep Space Rockwall. Really? I have tactile knives linked down in the description. I really like tactile knives, so if you guys want to check out their stuff and you're not familiar, they make stuff in the USA. Check them out. They're linked right in the description. 562 people in here. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Video is blurry? Not for me. I would say up your quality on the live stream. I'm running 720p right now, which is max for a live stream. What do I think about the Giant Mouse Ace Grand? I can't remember. It's so hard for me. Like, when I think of Giant Mouse, I just think of, like, a blur of a lot of different models because they all look so similar, you know? But, like, the Ace whatever line is always been good. Like, the Biblio, right? Is the Ace Grand, like, the really big one? I can't remember. Did you guys see they're doing an XL Pyrite? Oh, man. Thank you, CJRB. Blessings be upon us, or what? Now it sounds like I'm stealing Tri-State's thing. But, my God. Such a good move. The XL Pyrite. Heck yeah. Yeah, check out CJRB's Instagram. How do you like the new EXO? I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. Everybody in that short was like, it rattles. It's so rattly. I can't have a rattly knife when I'm trying to sneak up on my neighbor while they're taking the garbage out. Like, listen, if you do this, here, I pointed this out today. This knife, here's a Scarab, right? A Scarab 2, a new Scarab 2. Right? They both rattle if you hold them like a freaking dilly whopper, right? You hold it like this, which is when are you ever like, oh, it's time to use my knife. It's time to use my knife. Nobody ever does that. This, the same type of thing. It's going to rattle, right? In the open position even. And you know what? Actually, an even better example is the freaking Recon 40. Hold on. The Recon 40 is even noisier. Right? How about in the open position? Holy moly! Just like a freaking metal tin full of broken Christmas ornaments, right? Everyone's like, it's so rattly, it's so rattly. When it's open and it's locked, no noise whatsoever while you're holding it, right? I don't know when you're going to be doing this, right? You're never going to be doing that. Closed position, holding it. No rattle. Absolutely ridiculous complaint. I watched a rectangle of the EXO, and I have assessed that it is too rattly for my tactical lifestyle. Bah! Stupid. The EXO's fine. Don't worry about the rattle. Don't get worked up about the rattle. Unbelievable. The stuff that people will come up with just watching somebody turn it over in their hands. They're like, I've seen enough. Away with you. I've seen my fill. I've had my fill, yes, of course. This is a great piece. Yeah, the music really adds a nice touch to the rants, right? Man, listen to that. Listen to strings. Oh, man. It makes me want to ride a dog sled into war. Just weaving in and out of trees. Just the sleigh's edges are blade lined. And I've got a flail. Ah, it sounds epic. Instead of dogs, it's giant iguanas with armor. Christmas iguanas. The Stiletto? No knives cost more than $400, honest. That's incorrect. That's very wrong. But you'll learn. It's okay. I mean, I remember thinking that too. I remember being like, no way. And then you learn. Let's do it up. Thanks for donation. Hey MC, flipping my Zon, watching the live. Thanks again for your support. I can't tell you how much it means. You're truly a good dude. Hey, that's great. I'm glad that you're seeing some success from it, and I hope you keep going, man. Because there's so much more. You know, you have a bright future. So this down here, this is mine, and this is something that you've not seen, like you've never seen this style of knife on this channel. I'm so particular about these types of knives. I know that there are various brands like Frank B and AKC, etc. There's a whole bunch of them, but I would not settle for anything outside of an AGA Campolin. And periodically I would find used ones pop up on Arizona Custom, but they would always be stag or wood or something I didn't want. One popped up in freaking abalone. And this is a swing guard. 9-inch abalone swing guard. Regular production, but I was like, now's my chance to finally own an AGA Campolin. These things are just built different. Massive leaf spring. Absolutely massive. There's something about, I mean, look at this. I love swing guards. Look at this. Ugh. God, that is cool, man. Somebody needs to get on a modern swing guard. Somebody who can do it. Right? It's hard for Chinese companies to do autos, even though we got companies getting around it, right? I don't know who needs to do it. ProTech, Hogue, Microtech, Benchmade, somebody. Modern swing guard. I'm telling you, a modern, like, it's cool. I love these classic elements, right? The pin construction, that's all great. Brass liners, fine. And this is 440C steel. I didn't buy this for the steel. I bought it for what it is, right? But I want to see a modern version, right? Aluminum and carbon fiber. I want to see, like, you know, CPM 154, something like that. And then I want to see, but I want to see that classic swing guard. I just want to see somebody do it. Anybody who's ever seen the AGA Campolin Batwing, the Batwing versions of these, the ones that are like $500 or $600, my God, those are cool, man. Oh my God, this is intense. Do you have any inside info as to when the MSI or the Ramlock stitch will come out? Can't wait any longer. I don't have social media, so I'm gonna check it out. They dropped recently on the a bunch of them dropped on the Microtech Gear website, and me and a bunch of other people missed them. Fortunately, I had a few people who are regular viewers pick up these models, so I've got them here. But and they're just loaners. But I would imagine they're gonna start hitting retailers fairly soon. Yeah, tell me it looks like a gas station knife. Tell me it looks like a gas station knife. You want to see the manual stitch? For everybody who is curious about this and really wanting it, right? I'm sure there's a small part of you that almost wants me to say it's not living up to the hype. It's not as good as you would have hoped that it would be. But I would be lying. This is effing magnificent. Yeah! It's so good! It's so good. I'm telling you, dude, it is way too good. That music was perfect. I realized what was playing, and I was like, I gotta take this opportunity. The manual stitch is absolutely incredible, man. The action, everything. Oh, it's so good. It's everything you want it to be. Absolutely magnificent. Wait, is there a giveaway? Yes. Yes, there is. Listen, You watch my live stream and you almost feel like it's a little bit dangerous, even though you're watching from the safety of your couch or your wherever you are, right? What is this instrument? Dude's playing the Legend of Zelda flute. This just makes me think of like fawns, you know, like people. You're not quite a minotaur, but you're like a fawn. You're like a little thing with hooves. You're like a little goat person. That's what it makes me think of. Daniel Cad gifted 5 Metal Complex memberships. Thank you very much. Congrats to the people who won them. Ocarina, doesn't it sound like an ocarina? Whoever's playing it, man. Like, dude has dedicated his life to this ocarina or whatever this is. He's going so hard right now. I bet this guy slaps at the ocarina conventions, you know. Pan flute. Might be, I don't know, it might be pan flute. I'm not familiar with those instruments. I'm not really familiar with a broad spectrum of instruments, right? Think it's a skin flute. Oh, you think? I'd love a dog sled for my birthday, but I don't know what I'd do with it. Both of my dogs are too fat to pull me. I mean, honestly, like, even a team of 8 dogs would have a hard time pulling me. They'd be like, dude, get off. Just get off. Walk, idiot. What's my favorite knife on the table? So, aside from here, I'm gonna get a few out of here. I'm not gonna count this one or the 2 CKFs right here. Man, I mean, my favorite knife on the table is the Stitch. Not counting those. But we got to talk about this. Boy, I messed up not buying this. I saw this. This was available, and it was expensive, right? I mean, it was $700 or $800. And I was like, do I really want to pay that much for a freaking rock eye? Yep, that was a big old blunder on my part. That was a big, dumb, fat move. A big, fat, dumb move on my part. My stupid mush brain was not turned on for the evening. And I just freaking lumbered my way around that idiotic choice. Good Lord. This is probably the coolest version of the Rockeye that has released, and these bronzed scales are denser and heavier than the standard aluminum, and they have knurled these beautifully. This is an absolutely beautiful... This is not a stock clip. This is steel flame clip, but seriously, man. This is Scott's, and I'm so freaking stupid. What was I thinking? Why? Why didn't I buy that? It's so nice. It's so powerful, too. God, the action on that thing is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm reading. Almost 900 people in here. Are we even halfway through the evening? Not even. Almost 900 people. It's 23 minutes in. Jeez. You'd think this is a milestone. It's just a random event. I'm really flattered that so many people want to hang out. I mean, I know you guys want to win knives, but there's a lot of other. Hey, listen. While I got a lot of people in here, I want to do something really sincere, and I mean this. This isn't like reverse psychology. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on anybody. You guys are always really, really generous when it comes to my live streams. You guys donate like crazy. You guys freaking send memberships to each other, and I make a lot of money on that, and I'm appreciative of it. Let me ask this. Whatever it is that you feel like you might want to donate tonight, if the moment hits you right and you're like, I want to give money, stop and go give it to another streamer either tonight or tomorrow. I sincerely want to take this time to say, listen, there are a crap load of really amazing content creators in this community, and I feel like here lately I've been getting a lot of extra attention and I really appreciate it, but there's just so many other content creators that are just doing such a great job. I don't know if there are any other live streams going on right now. Maybe there's going to be some tomorrow. Whatever it is, if you're just like, I feel like giving $5 to Metal Complex, keep it and just give it to the next stream. Just support another person who's taking time out of their evening trying to make knife content. Do that just once. That would really make my that would really make me feel good to just, if I could, you know, just use this platform just for a moment to just help, even in the smallest way, some of the other amazing content creators on YouTube. Thank you. That would mean a lot to me. It did. Whoever you like, whoever else you like, give it to them, just for tonight. See, I appreciate that, Daniel. I appreciate that. I mean, that's fine if you want to, or if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna give some to me, at least cut it in half. At least give half to somebody else. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Welcome back to the Nights Around, John C. I appreciate that. Jim Kaywood, welcome to Nights Around. Hey, Baloney Lord Donkey Hammer's got that platinum helmet. Very nice. Charles Malika, welcome to Nights Around. Knights Raise Your Swords. Yeah, he said, I noticed your channel was $2. Yeah, I'm always going to keep it at $2. I'll never raise that price. I mean, you know, it's $2 a month, and all you're getting non-tangible things, right? You're getting a badge beside your name, and you're getting some emojis, right? So you could argue that that's not a very good value, but I set it at $2, and I will never raise it, ever. It'll always be the exact same price. No, the giveaway has not happened yet. I need a manual stitch. I need a manual stitch, Carlos. I do too. This isn't mine. I don't get to keep it. I have to send it back. Chat is flying. It's getting it's getting kind of hard. Goku, thanks for your donation. I talked to Riyadh and they confirmed that they will make an LMAX variant of the XOM later down the road. So if 3V isn't your thing, just hold on. Very good information. Thank you very much. Goku here is apparently confirming that an LMAX XOM is on the way. So if you are more a fan of stainless compositions and not the biggest fan of 3V, or maybe you live in an area where 3V is just not going to work, just hang on a bit. Thomas Lake, thanks for the donation. Who else is worthy of my bestowal? Oh, man. We have Kirkster, 131 gifted 10 MC memberships. Very kind. Thank you. Chuck it, FPV. Raise your swords to those for those who create. Absolutely. There's so many. And it's not like people are just like, oh, this is a right market. I'm going to jump in and make a bunch of money creating content on YouTube. No, there's just a crap load of people who legitimately care. There are so many creators that are working their butts off making content and, you know, putting their heart and soul into it, really making stuff that they care about. You know, there's a lot of people who don't give a lot of attention. And, you know, at some point I need to do some type of event where I can do a creator spotlight and just kind of highlight some of the other amazing content creators in this community and say, hey, listen, if you're sick of hearing my big, stupid voice day in and day out, there's a lot of other people that are creating content with various, that are covering different knives and maybe have different insights than me or more knowledge, this or that. It would be a good thing maybe to highlight some other channels. So, maybe I should do that here someday. I mean, Tri-State is a great example. Can you guys think of another channel that's more undersubscribed to? Is the sentence structure there good? Like, I legitimately, in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, Tri-State's got 30 or 40,000 subs, right? How that guy doesn't have like a bajillion subscribers just blows my mind. He's just a ridiculously underrated content creator. I know you guys like Tri-State, like the people in here who are watching my live stream. I'm sure you guys are familiar, right? But there's like, there's like 500,000 people out there who have no idea that they would really like Tri-State, Bees Blades, Lefty EDC. So the list goes on. Everyday City Carry, Ride from Everyday City Carry. There's a ton of them, right? I just can't sit here and be like, I have 225,000 subscribers. If I have 225, I can name 10 other channels that deserve the same or more easily, right? Just because like people are like, oh, we subscribe because you yell a lot. Well, I appreciate it, right? Landon, thanks for the donation. Everyday City Carry 2, exactly. Rye works his butt off. He does. Rye's everywhere. He's taken that omnipresence thing seriously. Guys on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I think he does podcasts. I think he's on some podcast network. Not your average EDC. Yeah. Erica. I just hit 500 subs. Jackson, I've been doing this for 8 years now. Wow. 8 years? Oh. Hold on. This is one of my favorite. I know how to play piano. Just trust me, okay? I know that all of those movements were perfect. That's crazy. Listen to this. This is what movement of Moonlight Sonata without looking? Third? Is this the third movement of Moonlight Sonata? Somebody help me out here. Dude is shredding. Third? Roberto, is it third movement? Pretty sure it is. It's the third movement. No, it's not. Help me. I love, man, I'm so into this. Oh, man. Fourth minus one. Is it actually the third movement? I literally cannot remember. I listened to Richadeb on here on YouTube did a heavy metal cover of this, and I was like, what? Played every note. Absolutely shredded on guitar. Incredible. I tell you, I'm a professional athlete, so I play air piano like nobody's business. There's 1,000 people in here. For somehow over that last ridiculous, somehow another 100 people were like, yeah, let's watch this. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Oh my God. Can you please show the knife on the top left corner? Yeah, let's talk about this. This is honestly, I'm not sure that I'm allowed to show this one yet, but I'm gonna. This is the new Wii Ziphius button lock. Look at this backspacer. All one piece. Got a nice pivot collar, ano line here, milled clip. I mean it when I say this. This is the most crisp, most responsive, most luxurious feeling button lock I have ever felt. No stick. Look at this snap. Look at this. Ah. This is a Wii knife to pay attention to. This, you guys, if you've been watching my reviews, you know how hard I come down on Wii, and I'm like, give me something. Give us something. I say me. I got to be careful with that main character thing. Give us something to celebrate. Give us something different. Please. Dude, I don't know what the price is going to be on this, but they definitely tried here. This is really, really good. I really like this. Absolutely magnificent effort from Wii. I've never felt such a luxurious button lock. I mean, it is just fantastic. The actual name of it here. There you go. Ziphius. I don't know if that's like the god of Ziffy or something. He commands the Ziffy. It's a full-size knife too, for sure. Man, like the amount of energy, my power level is absolutely over 9,000 right now. I don't know what it is about this movement of Moonlight Sonata. I just really enjoy it, and I'm so energized right now. Oh, I feel like I could fight 1,000 wizards at once. Just no problem. I would mow down an army of experienced wizards. Let me tell you, I'm not talking to level 1, right? I mean experienced. Went to Hogwarts and all of that. Graduated top of their class. I would absolutely destroy them if this was my theme music right now. They have the Ziphius on Knife Center? They do? How much is it? I'm going to guess it's over 300. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. Thomas looks at, I feel like I could fight you. No. Truthfully, we went to the fort. We went to this place in town to like take the kids like mini bowling, and I had a couple of not too many. I think I had a couple of what we call Tiger Golds here. It's just like a local. But and then then I had one over at my brother-in-law's house. They're watching the KU game right now. It's $350. It's listen, $350 is a bit high, but also, I mean, credit where it's due. Holy crap. We Knives definitely is like, all right, we better step it up, you know, not because of me. I'm not the only one who's ever been saying this, you know, that We Knives could step it up a notch. Like, maybe that is a bit high, but my God, it really is impressive. That really is an impressive knife. I mean it. Play with a knife and talk. I feel like I play this knife like a pan flute. I want the bigger one of these. That would be super duper cool. I still like to get this one out and give it a little tickle every now and then. Sorry, I'm sorry that I exposed you all to that that sentence that came out of my face hole. Let me think. What else did I buy? Bought the Eagle Rock. I bought something else I'm going to keep a secret. And my custom's coming in. Is there anything else coming in? Oh, yeah, I do have an extra. I realized I have a super spicy package. I can't tell you guys what's in it. You'll see the unboxing probably by next weekend. It got delivered to the wrong address, which about gave me a heart attack. Fortunately, they turned the package back over to me, but yeah, I got something that people have been waiting on for a long time. Something that's been listed as coming soon on Blade HQ for a long time. So, pretty excited about that. There's a Timascus Ziphius. Really? We see the stitch? Yeah. God, just hand-melting freaking perfection on it. The stitch is an ergonomic masterpiece, and the only thing that kills this stitch is Microtech's big, dumb Loch Ness monster clip.
We got a tactical pinch right here, the initial tactical pinch and the secondary tactical pinch, so that your pocket can be pinched twice for some reason. Yes. Have you ever been frustrated trying to get your knife out of your pocket? Well, now you can be frustrated twice. Stupid. I don't know why they do that. The rest of the knife
The rest of the knife is totally fine. In fact, it's amazing. The stitch profile is amazing, but Microtech slapped their big dumb clip on it. Everything else about this knife is just magnificent. Very good. Don't give me that. That's a working man's clip. Don't give me that. A regular... Listen. A working man will make do with the bug out clip. Let's not pretend that, you know, working men are so robust, right? I'm a working man, so when I work, my knife's in my pocket like this. Ah! Like, that, you don't... That's the only time that this is going to come in handy, right? Never going to come. It doesn't make any sense. Where do you work? Are you a trapeze artist? If that's the case, then fine. I guess you'll need Microtech's double pinch clip, right? You've lost knives that way when you're flailing about, right? When you're Magikarp and you're using Splash, is that when you lost it? Yeah, or if you're a bull rider, right? Chuck at FPV, sorry. He said you missed my super chat. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Okay, thanks for the donation. Showcase that beautiful stiletto, please. Sure, yeah. I'm really excited about this one. This is an AGA Camplin. It's just a regular production model. It's an AGA Camplin I bought on Arizona Customs. But abalone. Full abalone on both sides. Well, actually, no, there's another material underneath, but two huge chunks of abalone, right? And it was in really good shape. I've passed on many of these, and I have not. This is a 2019 model. I couldn't believe it. It was from 2019. Just really solid, unbelievably snappy action. Like this, that leaf spring that's in there. Oh, man. The AGA Camplins really are different. I'd love to get a custom Batwing at some point, but I'll settle for this production one. This was one of the coolest ones I've seen here in a bit. Just they're fancy letter openers, right? But I mean, like, if you're actually going to carry and use one, the AGA Camplins just seem like a bit more durable. Yeah. Yeah, this is... I was fascinated by this style of knives as a kid. Absolutely fascinated. And I found out real quick that there's some real junkers out there. Like, if you find one of those and you find that style swing guard and it's like $50, let me tell you, it's going to be an absolute piece of crap at $50. You don't start to get good ones until you're well over $100. Like, that's just the truth. Like, you just have to... The cheap ones are just... They're just absolute poo-poo town in monsoon season. It is just really nasty. Not great. I missed your super chats too. Sorry. I said I was going to pay attention to chats, and I'm sorry. Let me go back. My bad, dude. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I gotta pay better attention. I'm sorry. Can you reverse flick the Ziphus? Absolutely. Easily. Easily. What's acting as the detent is so crisp. They have this so dialed in, guys. And ergonomically, I mean, look at that choil there. Oh, man. So good. The blade shape is awesome. Really nice, really stylish, just good looking all the way around. It's just a really nice knife. I'm a big fan. What the heck are we listening to here? SOG XR versus Microtech Stitch. The Stitch is the winner all the way around, unless you just don't want that much pocket height. The Stitch is a lot more expensive. The build quality on the Stitch is substantially better. It doesn't use Omega Springs. Does the XR lock have Omega Springs? I feel like it does. Am I wrong about that? Cool factor? Stitch, off the charts. Unless you're on a budget. If you're on a budget and you don't like super duper tall blades, then go with the SOG. But outside of that, the Stitch is the winner. And I mean, even if that's the case, go with the MSI, right? It's way less. The Shaman 15V is going to be a beast of a knife for sure. Interesting question. Crewwear, S45VN, S or S30V for the Pair 2. I think the vast majority of people in here will say crewwear, and I would have to, for the most part, agree. I think crewwear is probably one of the best, like, if you're really going to take it out and use it, crewwear really will take a beating and still hold an edge. The problem is it doesn't have the same stainless qualities as S45VN. S45VN is better than S30V in the sense that it is easier to sharpen. I don't think it'll hold an edge quite as long, but it is ridiculously stainless, almost as stainless as M390. S30V is still very much a super steel and an excellent steel at that, and it'll have the best edge retention of the three when properly heat treated, at least as far as my Google knowledge goes, because let's be honest, that's what it's based on. Crewwear is going to serve the general knife user, I think, better all the way around. If you live in an area where corrosion is a problem, I would go with S45. That's my honest answer, but there's going to be people in chat giving their answers, and those are just as valuable as mine. Rickards, thanks for your donation. This is my first super chat ever, so you get the scoop. Thanks, man. Is there a way to swap my 3V drop point blade from my EXO for an LMAX one? I would venture to guess that they are machined exactly the same. You might actually be able to do that when the, or you're talking about the regular one? Yeah, the standard one, I would imagine they are machined exactly the same. So you probably would, but I've never tried it, right? I couldn't imagine that they're machined differently. You should be able to take the blade out, right? I mean, you should be able to detach, just going by this one, you should be able to detach the frame from itself and remove, yeah, you should be able to remove it, this part here, and that should release this side as well. Interesting question. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that the entire thing comes apart. So yeah, I would venture to guess. I know it's smaller. I'm just saying that they're built the same. Here's the bigger one. It's got screws on it, right? So you should be able to take those out and have it release. I mean, this one, the old one's built exactly the same way. It just doesn't have a lock. So yeah, I would guess that you would. There's freaking 1,100 people in here. Literally half the population of my hometown is sitting here listening to me rant and rave and listen to classical music and talk about knives. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm at a loss for an understanding. I mean, it's probably because I'm giving away a knife. I get that, but I'm flattered. I don't want to dig too much into it, right? I don't want to spoil a good thing. I do. I'm very congested. Only 529 likes and 1,123 people in here. What on God's green earth? What time is it? Well, we got 2 minutes before it's time to reveal the giveaway knife. If you have not yet entered, if you're just here in chat... Oh, wait, hold on. Shameless plug time. Have you ever wondered what Metal Complex does on Patreon or what he does with the Patreon funds? I'll tell you. When people donate to me on Patreon, I buy knives with it, and I turn those knives into content for everyone to enjoy, and honestly, a lot of those knives go right back into my collection. But I also do private giveaways there once a month. I also, when I sell my knives, the only place that I ever sell my own knives is on Patreon, and I always discount them. Not from their secondary market value, but from their original street price. So whatever you'd find the same knife on Blade HQ for, I always discount it heavily. And often they are in perfect condition. So that happens actually a lot because I get a lot of stuff that's given to me from retailers and from OEMs. And I like to turn that stuff back around and turn it into good deals for my patrons who support this channel, and then take those funds and turn around and buy more knives for content. If that sounds interesting to you, you can find the link for my Patreon right down below. We also do weekly exclusive content, and I give insight on stuff that's coming up on the channel. I usually give you a, behind the curtains peek, right? There is a $1 tier, and that $1 tier will grant you the same access that any of the other tiers will provide. So you don't have to donate a big amount. I make it easy for everybody. It's there if you want to check it out. To enter, shameless plug over. To enter, step one, there's a link in the description. You need to open the description of this very live stream. In all caps at the very top, it says enter here, and there's a link right beside those words. Click on that link, watch a very short video, and then leave a PG comment so that YouTube does not filter your comment. Once you have done that, you have entered. Typing in chat will not, I repeat, typing in chat will not enter you for this giveaway. You have to actually go into the video there. I agree that a deadlock giveaway would be epic, but here's the problem, guys. I can't give away automatic knives. There's so many legal issues with giving away automatics. Like, if the winner lived right here in Kansas, well, sure. But sending an automatic over the borders and into states where they're not okay to have or just exist, it creates a huge problem for my channel, you know? So the automatic knives will probably never be giveaway items on this channel. I think it's time. You know what? Actually, it is time to reveal the giveaway knife, but wait! Seriously, wait. I have to use the restroom. Here. I'll turn the music up. Give me a second. Dang it. Oh, what a sweet one to come back in on. Toccata and Fugi? How do you say this piece? Toccata and Fugue? Oh, man. Every heavy metal song ever is based on the emotion that this song grants. Let's listen to this. Fugue. Oh, it gives me chills, man. I love this. Okay. Castlevania vibes, exactly. Castlevania. All right, hang on. Tostitos and fudge. Okay. Let me, people keep telling me I have a Joker laugh, and I'm always like, they're exaggerating, and then sometimes I hear myself when I get really excited, and I'm like, oh, they're kind of right. Oh my god. Freaking dude is thrashing those pipes on that organ. Shredding. It's just like 10 different arpeggios all playing at once. Okay. I better move these. Move this up here. We'll move this up here. Move this up here. Okay. So, the knife that we're giving away tonight is another tactile. Oh, it's a special boy. It's a special one. It's one of the sprint runs. Here we have the Overlander in MagnaCut. This is a cool one. Another cool one, we have like the green Cerakote, and then the pocket clip is actually textured with almost like kind of dragon scale texturing, same way with the pivot. And then of course we have that beautiful, very thin MagnaCut blade. Very, Very nice stuff. I think these are still maybe available in some places. You can actually check the Tactile Knife Co. link down in the description. If if you don't win and you really want this one, it might. I don't know if it's still available there or not. But this is a sprint run, and they're valued at about $400. These are excellent EDC knives. My own personal one that I got a long time ago absolutely does see use, and I really like the carry profile. Mine's actually in Magna Cut as well. Thought it was 20 CV. But yeah, that's what we're going to be giving away tonight. It's brand new, and you'll get the box. I haven't used it or anything like that. So sit here and look for a second. Let me get the old iPad out, which I've been charging. Don't worry. Darn it. 95%. Let's go. Give me a sec here. I gotta load it up on my deal. God, I love this song. It really does make me think of Castlevania. Okay. So, we're going to reload the page. I'll go ahead and just so you guys can watch me do it. Reload it. And we're going to pop that link in there. There it is. You guys can check and make sure it's the same link you've been entering under. Right? We're going to filter duplicate users. We're going to come down here and do some quick math. And we're going to hit get YouTube comments. I would venture to guess there's 1,700 or so comments, maybe more. Let's see. $16, $17, $18, $19. Well, there's 2,016 comments, which is absolutely a record as far as regular live streams go. I can't remember ever seeing that many entries. Okay. The winner of the Overlander edition of the Tactile Knife Co. Rockwall is Melvin Inman. They've changed a little bit of this down here. Melvin Inman. He said, I need to win. He needs to win. He did. Melvin, you won. Let's blow this up for Melvin. You are the winner. Melvin! You're the winner, Melvin. You've won. You did it. You freaking did it, man. Congratulations. Now, is Melvin in here? Melvin, if you're in here, you need to type aggressively so that I can actually find you. At least your logo is orange. Well, here, let's do this before I forget. Melvin, you need to email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your shipping information. Don't worry if I don't get back to you right away. It might take me just a bit, maybe a couple of days, but I will ship this out on Thursday as long as, you contact me. So yeah, is he actually, is he in here? I gotta leave this here so that when he comes back, it's easy to find. Like if he comes back and watches the live stream at a later date. Where is Melvin? He's probably not here. That's gonna happen. He's got 7 days. He's got 7 days or we draw a new winner. I will try to make the next event a participation event. That way we keep drawing until somebody from the live stream is actually here. No, we can't do a redraw. That's all right. That's all right. It's very rare that a knife goes unclaimed. You guys all remember that horror story of the person who won the for my 200, it was like 100,000 or 200,000 subscriber giveaway, where the person who won the Factor, the Signature Series Factor, never claimed it. Melvin, I have faith, will claim this knife. I know you guys want me to make them all participation, but that's not fair to everybody. It's already not fair, like, for everybody because I do these only on the weekends, right? Some people just they only have enough time to enter, and I want to try and make some of them, more accessible. But I will continue to do participation only, at some point. So. I too identify as Melvin. He's got 7 days. And you know what? If he doesn't claim it, then the next giveaway will have 2 items. I won't just redo this for views. I'll do 2 in the next one. Have I seen the Castlevania series on Netflix? Yes, I've watched it through twice. It is wonderful. That's the type of show where when people are like, I'm not into anime, I always say, yeah, watch Castlevania and then get back to me. You think you're too cool for anime? Huh? Have you ever said that to yourself? You're like, nah, I'm not really an anime person. Watch Castlevania and then come back and tell me, right? Don't tell me you're not into anime.
You can download your videos.
Oh no, the music's over.
Take your videos.
Nah, I don't think I will take my videos. But yeah. Listen, I'm not like I dedicate my life to like watching all things anime. I have like 4 or 5 that I really like. And, I'm open to watching other ones. But whenever people tell me that, I'm like, well, you haven't watched Castlevania. You have no idea, right? It's like when people say, I would never spend more than 400 hours on a knife. I'm like, well, you just haven't found the right knife there, bud. You have no idea. You're just a tadpole, right? Wait till you grow legs and arms and all that stuff and crawl up on land and realize you don't need your tail anymore, so it goes away, because that's what happens with frogs. I'm losing the connection with this analogy. Sorry. But anime is my whole life. I'm covered in tattoos, all anime. That's pretty cool. I'd actually like to see your tattoos. MC's too cool for the XOM, so I'll take it. Good strategy. This is the first live stream my schedule has ever worked out to hang out the whole stream. I usually watch them later like a podcast. I super appreciate the non-participation giveaways, MC. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Trey, for that comment. That's exactly why I do them. I know that there are people who would be dedicated if they had the time, but I can't sit here and be like, anybody who's not here is not a fan. You're not a true fan. No, and people's schedules are different, Like, I know that there are plenty of people who would stay for the whole thing if they could, but their schedules don't allow for it, right? Life's not like that. So I try to be as accommodating as I can, as someone who, because of their personal life, is only able to do these live streams at certain times, right? I think it's important to try and make these as available as as I can make them. I have a lot of stuff to give away. Oh my God, the pile of knives. I mean it. It is a freaking I am looking at 40 knives right now that I need to give away. I am dead serious. I have 40 knives at least directly to my left that I need to give away. Dead serious. Big Boy 220, thanks for the donation. GG Melvin. I am cleaning a CRKT M16 13Z. It's my dad's and pretty rusty. Any tips? I don't know. What do you guys like to use for rust removal? I've never actually had to do that with a knife, but like maintaining a good aesthetic, not like stripping anything that you don't need to. Can you help this guy? I mean, we're a hive mind, right? So can we help this person maybe with rust removal? Flitz, I've heard that. Rust-Oleum, I've also heard that. Coca-Cola, I don't know. Maybe. Don't let it rust. That's hard though. I mean, how do you not let it rust, right? My one of my 80 20.5s has got surface corrosion on it. Vinegar. Try a magic eraser in vinegar. I'm pretty sure I read an article about that and watched people do it, and I think it does as long as it's light. Lansky rust eraser. Well, there's a bunch of good tips in here, a bunch of good ones. Well, there you go. I removed a I'll speak on vinegar. So I had on my countertops, I had a metal, I had a metal tray that was laying out that was like it was like snacks and stuff for one of the games it was playing, and it got wet, and it was an old tray, like my mom had brought it up, and it got wet and it sat in the same place on my countertops for a really long time, and I lifted it up and there were rust stains on the countertop, and I scrubbed at them and scrubbed at them, could not get them out, and what I eventually did is I poured. Now you can't pour salt all over your knife. That's not what you want to do, but to speak on the vinegar thing, I used salt directly on the stain, and then I poured vinegar and lemon juice on it, let it sit for 15 minutes, and scrubbed it, and it removed it completely. Now, obviously, I think vinegar is acidic, so after you do this, if you're going to use vinegar, you would need to clean it like crazy and then oil it, right? But I'm pretty sure that'll lift the rust out. I just don't know, with certain compositions, that's more or less risky. So if it's a CRKT, it's almost undoubtedly a stainless composition like AUS 8, right? So I don't know. Is the Herman Ishtar worth the $800 price tag? Honestly, I think any Herman is worth the price tag. The basic, like the entry-level Hermans are incredible. They're really, really good. Is an M4 made out of solidified rust? I don't know. I don't know if that's a joke or if that's like chemically true. Doesn't M4 rely heavily on carbides? That's a super non-stainless composition that's heavy, large carbide formation. That's M4 is super tough, non-stainless M390. What would you do with an $800 knife? I mean, so I have a user Herman right here. Absolutely. I'm not going to say that I pound it through logs or anything like that, but this is one that I carry. And I have this is a Dragonfly in M398 that I like to use and carry, since the only other, Dragonfly that I own is an Ultra Custom in Damacor. I'm obviously not going to carry this one, so I carry the other one. But the build quality on them is identical. Just one has got really crazy premium materials. Somebody said M4 can sit in the ocean and not rust. That is not true. M4 can spend less than a day in the ocean and absolutely rust. M4 is not stainless. Yeah, I was gonna say M4 is gonna take it in the caboose when it comes to rust in the ocean. Is there anything I had on the table? Oh yeah, got to talk about this. One thing I didn't talk about tonight. This is a Civivi Cogent button lock in Nebula. But this is the new one. You can see here it says prototype. It has a lock on it. Why is that important? I think Civivi made a good move here. In any circumstances where you might be concerned as a right or left-handed person with accidental disengagement, by having a secondary lock on a button lock, it makes it to where you can choke up on these knives, squeeze them however you're going to do it, and not have to worry about accidentally disengaging the lock, which is actually a pretty good move. I don't mind that secondary lock at all. And the implication here is that they could solve a lot of hypothetical problems with a lot of different models if they were to add secondary switch locks on them. So I actually kind of like this idea. Now, I obviously don't want to pay the price for something like this with Nebula carbon fiber because it's a budget knife with fancy, it's kind of like a Honda Civic with 24-inch rims. I don't know why people do that, but they do. But a basic version of this in my Cardar G10 14C20N, it's a button lock with a switch. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool for sure. I think that was probably the only knife that I wanted to talk about tonight that I didn't. Again, this guy, if it really is 350, that's a lot of money, but I'm really excited to see we swinging for the fences. Like, it's really cool to see we going, all right, like they want us to step it up. Let's step it up. They really did here. 350 bucks is a lot of money to pay for this, but my God, is it impressive. This is the most impressed that I have been with a Wii knife for a long time, since the Vision R, it's really cool. I'm hoping that we see more of this level of effort from Wii because they're, you know, as a precision production OEM, like their potential is off the charts. And I think it's just been wasted with a lot of these very generic pillar construction, nothing folding butter knives, like not butter knives, folding steak knives. We see the same stuff over and over again. So, yeah, Papa D for sure. I will always give my opinion. I don't know if I'm really an expert in anything. I've always maintained that I don't really consider myself an expert of anything. I am just a person who has handled a lot of knives and has a lot of strong opinions on designs and things like that. And I'm glad that people can get something from me, but I'm just a small piece of that puzzle. The overall puzzle can only be completed by you, as the consumer of this stuff. So I'm hoping that things that I say or little things that I think about knives help people make or not make decisions. That's the best that can come of this. So. I think that's going to be pretty much it. I'm going to give away 10 memberships just for the last few folks that are hanging out in here. So I'm going to send out 10 from me. So if you're still hanging out in chat, you have one more chance to win something tonight. Free 1-month membership, complete with the badges and the Excalibur emojis, etc. So here we go. Give me a moment. Okay. Cross your fingers. Last 10. And there we go. You'll see your name in chat beside it says was gifted a Metal Complex membership. Then the next time you type, it'll pop up that you've got a little helmet beside your name. There we go. Congrats to all the winners. And congrats again to Melvin Inman. I really hope that he sees this and doesn't, just ignore the live stream because you won, buddy. I want to send this to you. I think that's going to be pretty much it for this evening. Thanks so much to everybody who hung out tonight. Well, there we go. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Saturday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.